Did you know that Four Town's hit song Nobody Like You was written by one of the most famous musical artists in the world? The music and lyrics to the song were written by Phineas O'Connell and his sister Billie O'Connell, though you probably know her better as Billie Eilish. That's right, now you don't have to be so surprised that the main song in Turning Red turned out to be a smash hit. Billie and her brother tried to channel the golden age of boy bands from the late 1990s and early 2000s with all three songs they wrote for the soundtrack. So if you like Nobody Like You, make sure you also check out One True Love and You Know What's Up. The lyrics to Nobody Like You have a secret as well. While most of the song sounds like it's about having a crush on someone with these lines like, "Had friends and I've had buddies, it's true, but they don't turn my tummy the way you do." There's also lines that tell the listener, "I'm never not by your side, I'll never not be your ride or die," which also could be interpreted to be about the super strong bond that May has with her group of friends. It's no wonder why May, Miriam, Priya, and Abby are such big fans. They're such big fans, in fact, that much of the movie revolves around them trying to get enough money to buy tickets so they can go see Four Town live in concert. While they perform at the Sky Dome, which is a real place in Toronto by the way, though it's now known as Rogers Centre, each member of the band is wearing their own take on an all-white outfit. This is exactly the same style that a real boy band used. Who is Four Town mimicking? It's the Backstreet Boys in their 1999 video for I Want It That Way, and on the cover of their album Millennium. Later, when May and her friends come together with the rest of May's family to try and seal Ming Li's giant panda power away, the boys from Four Town join in as well. And there's yet another Backstreet reference. Did you catch what it was? This one is even more subtle than the outfits, and you have to be a Backstreet Boys superfan to catch it. But if you are, you might have recognized the dance move that they bust out while on top of a pile of rubble. It's the exact same one from the famous Backstreet Boys music video for Everybody, Backstreet's Back, a video that also happened to be featuring them turning into monsters. This next detail is so hidden you definitely missed it in the movie, because it's not even in the movie. If you visit the official Four Town website, you can find short biographies for each of the band members, and it's there that we learned that Robert is a Toronto native who will eventually go on to have a successful solo career, and that Aaron Z coordinates a lot of their dance moves. But the real shock comes from what we learn about Jesse. Not only do we discover that he's the oldest member of the group and was getting a degree in ceramics, but that he's actually a father. That's right, can you believe it? Jesse from Four Town has 2 kids, and he credits them with helping to bring him back down to earth. And did you notice anything special about Taeyang? Because a lot of fans of another certain supergroup have, Tae is the youngest member of the group and an animal lover who fosters injured doves back to health between tours. But what's most amazing about him is how much he seems to be based on Jimin from the highly popular South Korean group BTS. Not only does Taeyang bear a striking resemblance to Jimin during his idol era, right down to the shaggy blonde hair and crooked front tooth, but they also both like to make the same heart-shaped gesture with their hands. Oh, and in case you were wondering, according to the Four Town website, true fans of the group are officially called Four Townies. There's another detail you almost definitely missed at the Four Town concert too. There's a great reveal in the movie that just like May and her friends, Tyler is also a huge Four Town fan, but he's not the only person that's been a secret Four Town supporter the whole time. You only get a brief glimpse, but look who you can see in the crowd. That's right, it's May's very own merman crush, Devin. And not only is he attending the concert, but he's also so excited that he's brought his disposable camera to snap a couple photos. Cameras on phones weren't quite as mainstream in 2002 when the movie takes place. But speaking of Tyler, did you notice that he has a band-aid under his eye? You might think this is a random character detail or an injury that happened off-screen for some reason, but as we all know by now, there's no such thing as an unintentional detail in a Pixar movie. This is another reference to the early 2000s music scene, but not to a boy band. Now, it would appear that Tyler's musical tastes are many and varied, since this is a reference to rapper Nelly, who wore a bandage under his eye at first because of a basketball injury, but then as a fashion statement as well as a tribute to one of the members of the Saint Lunatics. And there's one more secret Four Town superfan. If you stick around after the credits, you get treated with one of the best scenes in the movie. Down in the basement, we get to see May's father, Jin, jamming out to You Know What's Up. He even has some official Four Town merch, and based on his glasses, it would appear that Jesse is his favorite. Maybe he relates to him as a fellow father. Did you know that Four Town has international appeal? It's not just May and her friends who are obsessed with the boys, but if you look closely in the scene in Luca, you can actually see one of the boys' records. Of course, it's been translated to Luca's native Italian, where they're called Four Villaggi. Villaggi translates to villages in English, and village is, of course, pretty similar to the word for town. I hope you liked the video and learned some things about your new favorite band, Four Town. Make sure you subscribe to Movie Logic for more daily movie facts, trivia, and Easter eggs.